Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The bold and the beautiful airs today. While Brooke finds out Taylor was aware of what Thomas did, Finn warns Thomas, and Bill sobs his sorrows. Ridge informs Brooke at her home that Thomas called CPS using an app on a child's phone. How is that even possible? Exclaims Brooke. Ridge is unaware of this. But it is. She sounded just like that. Ridge claims Thomas obtained his objectives. I turned to Taylor and walked away from you and from our existence. Thomas questions Steffi about her fidelity to their family and their parents at the Forrester mansion. Steffi tells him that what he did was terrible, not to mention what he caused to his son, and she can't believe he's saying this right now. Douglas is fine, Thomas scoffs. He put him in a terrible situation by telling him to keep a secret, and Steffi is furious. Thomas promises to make amends. Steffi is shocked by his careless attitude toward this. Taylor steps in and Thomas reiterates that if it weren't for Steph, she would already be married. This is all on you, Steffi yells. You are to blame for this. Maybe Ridge will just make everything right, then return and they'll get married. Thomas is yelled at by Steffi for the suffering their mother is experiencing. Thomas, what you did was abhorrent and dishonest. She believes that he would repeat the act if it meant getting his way, which is the tragic part. Paul, the bartender at El Giardino, asks Bill whether everything is well. Instead of a shrink, Bill needs a double. He murmurs something about getting kicked in the teeth and going home to nothing and nobody. Thomas explains to Steffi at the Forrester mansion that he took the actions he did in order for his parents to have a successful marriage. Steffi agreed, but she didn't enjoy this. She genuinely believed he had changed. Taylor also did. She regrets not telling Ridge the whole truth and believes she completely lacked judgment in doing so. When Finn enters, he asks if he ought to inform Carter that there won't be a wedding today. Steffi claims they are unsure of the outcome but maintains optimism. Ridge is questioned by Brooke at her home as to why he didn't simply tell her what he had over the phone heard. They may have discovered the truth if she had said it wasn't her. Why didn't you just put your faith in me? Finn cautions Thomas not to assault Steffi, who was merely attempting to clean up his mess, when Thomas erupts at Steffi for blabbing at the Forrester mansion. Rolling his eyes, Thomas. Taylor tells Steffi she's relieved she spoke up when she did because otherwise she wouldn't have. I was unable. Taylor recollects that Ridge assured her that Brooke had no influence on his choice to wed her. And I pushed him, he said. Steffi comforts her by saying that Thomas put her in a difficult situation. Tomorrow, Taylor was going to tell him everything. Now, she is unsure of what to anticipate. Bill sips his scotch at El Giardino as Deacon approaches and gives him the once-over before speaking. What do you want, convict? Bill growls. Bill gets poked by Deacon for always dining and drinking alone there. He's astonished he has the time and isn't preoccupied with displacing vulnerable, underprivileged people from their jobs. At Brooke's house, Ridge acknowledges he's not sure he comprehends any of this. He recalls how she threatened to contact child services and they arrived immediately after. Without consulting him first, Brooke would not have handled her distress in that manner. Ridge criticizes himself for not understanding that Thomas was torturing Douglas in his father's home. Brooke never in a million years imagined Thomas would act in such a manner. I'm not talking about Taylor, your son needs some serious professional assistance. Ridge concurs. She queries whether he just learned of everything. According to Ridge, Douglas discovered the recordings on his phone and informed Steffi, who then confronted Thomas and called off the wedding. What about Taylor? Brooke queries. Ridge claims Taylor was aware. The fact that Thomas's competitor knew what he did and lied to Ridge has Brooke fuming. Ridge's face is drenched in tears. Steffi apologizes to Taylor at the Forrester mansion while Thomas watches. According to Finn, Eric and Carter haven't heard from Ridge. Thomas thinks perhaps I ought to head over to Brooke's. No, both Taylor and Steffi exclaim. Their father needs time to comprehend everything, according to Steffi. Thomas wonders if he's preoccupied with thinking about firing him from the company. Taylor reassures Thomas that although Ridge was unhappy, he is still his son, and he will never abandon him. Steffi wished Thomas had relied on their parents and not made the CPS call. Thomas speculates that they will discover whether their father was lying to their mother the entire time or how much faith he should have had. Steffi reiterates that he is solely to blame for their current predicament. She is furious that Taylor knew what Thomas did and kept it from Ridge when she visits Brooke at her home. Although he is adamant that she would have, Brooke exclaims, "When?" "Immediately after you put the ring on her finger. They were both played," claims Ridge, who claims he came over to apologize. "I'm sorry I offended you. He's been over there sharing Taylor's bed," Brooke yells. "While she was by herself trying to sort this out, why didn't you just speak to me directly? Why weren't you even able to treat me with respect?" Her foot is stomped. "Damn you, Ridge, please treat me with respect." Ridge sags his shoulders. "You are correct. I apologize. I'm sorry more than I can express." Deacon is amazed that Bill is letting him pick on him at Il Giardino without responding. He surmises that Bill and Brooke didn't work out romantically and Katie won't take Bill back. "There's only one thing left to do, I suppose." "Welcome to the Lonely Hearts Club, pal," says Deacon while holding out his hand. Bill grins at the man. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our channel, Bold Media Point, and stay with us.